She is doing a great job, and she is here right now, Maria Grace Furtado! No, not yet. All right, come on, let's go. Poppy, I don't know this one. Okay, sorry. Hi, everybody. My name is Maria Grace Rigo Sombento Furtado. In Portugal, that's my nickname. No, seriously, I'm from the same island as Nelly Furtado. Has anybody heard of her, the famous singer? Woo! I'm sorry, she's not here, and I'm not related to her. Actually, I'm from a tiny little island called the Azores. Well, it's in the Azores, and it's otherwise known as the Island of Marias. Because does everybody know about 900 Marias, like in your neighborhood, where you work, everything, right? Well, a lot of people don't realize this, but it's actually a Portuguese tradition that we have regular names, but Maria gets put in front of your name. So when we came here to the States with my very adventurous parents who are in the audience, say hi, we went to school. I was 5, my sister was 4. So we go into the school and I could hear the teachers, they're both named Maria. What do we do? They're both named Maria. So anyway, I decided to keep that name, and then they got a bucket with a bunch of names that they put into the bucket, and my sister picked one out, and so now we call her Margaret. Woo! We Portuguese, we're highly skilled at 3 things. We love to worry, we love to eat, and we love to clean. Those are the 3 things that we're very good at, right? Yeah? Everybody else, right? Hey, give it up to the Portuguese! To the Portuguese! How long have you been Portuguese? All right, see? There you go! All right? Okay, we got another one in the audience. Okay. So, as far as the worrying, my mother's got it under control. Every time you call, Mom, I'm worried. That's okay, let me look at my saints. Which one covers, like, which thing? I'm gonna pray to this saint. It's about the dog. Saint, what's the saint, Mom? Saint Luc. Saint Luc, all right, that's the one if you need help with your pets. So anyway, so that's the worrying part. As far as the eating part, well, I love to eat my feelings personally, and I kind of wash that down with a glass or, okay, a gallon of wine sometimes. But there's like a magical cure for everything as far as food is concerned. So if you're upset, like when I was a kid, Mom, I got into a fight with a girl at school. Oh, honey, I have chorizo and peppers. That's my mother's accent. Please laugh, she's right there. Okay. Mom, I'm quitting college. Oh, I have some warm malasadas. Mom, I think I'm gay. Oh, we're gonna need to go to the grocery store. To a Portuguese mom's house, they know 3 questions. Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? And are you sure? Those are like the 3 things. So it's like we just came out of the desert after 6 weeks, and they're like, are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Are you sure? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Are you sure? Before you can answer, there's like a whole table full of food that you have to eat before you leave. Right? Am I right? So anyway, as far as the fridge, it's always full. And when I first met my fiance, Stephanie, give it up for Stephanie! When I first met her, I was horrified. I opened her fridge and I'm like, where's the food? Where's the food? There were ice cubes, celery, and club soda. I'm like, are you training a pack of runway models? What the hell is going on here? No, but really, seriously, I kind of went to the Stop and Shop the next day and kind of filled the fridge for her. As far as the cleanliness thing, my mom does Portuguese aerobics every day. Those of us who are Portuguese understand this. It's not like regular cleaning. She takes the broom and puts the towel on it. No Swiffers. Yeah, this is the Portuguese way. You clean like every inch of the house. Then she gets on all fours to do the floor, right, Mom? It's like wax on, wax off, so she can clean the floor. And then she knows that Jesus loves multitaskers, so she kind of says some prayers while she's finishing up with all of that. I went to Catholic school for 11 years. I went to regular Catholic school and then all-girls Catholic school. I got 1 year off for good behavior. Wait. I think that was bad behavior. I was really bad. I made a nun quit. Poor Sister Becerra. I did the worst thing possible. I talked too much. So she quit. And they told me eventually I would go to hell in a handbasket. And I thought, okay, let's see, I'm ex-Catholic, gay, and divorced. I won the trifecta! What else do my notes say here? Wait, you didn't notice that I'm reading this because I'm nervous. Okay, I don't have my glasses on. Okay, oh, divorce. Okay, so I got divorced after 21 years. Very smooth the way I'm doing that. Yeah, nobody notices at all, right? So I got divorced after 21 years. They say, how does it go? Don't commit the crime if you can't do the time. Yeah. So yeah, 21 years. We met when I was 4 years old. I know, I look very, very young, right? And PSA, no tattoos. No tattoos to declare your love for an ex, because then you end up getting a bigger tattoo to cover the older tattoo, and it's a redo, and you end up covered in poor judgment. I decided to, after my divorce, I was going to go on Match last spring. So, anyone here heard of Match?
Yeah.
Anyone been on Match?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's like purgatory for the divorced, right? Yeah, you're like, what the hell? So, okay, so I sat in front of my laptop one day. Okay, nighttime. I had a glass of wine. Okay, maybe it was a bottle. Okay, and then I filled out the profile. I took a picture of myself. Holding the cheeks. Okay, took a picture of myself. And then I checked all the boxes, like what would consist of a perfect match, right? So then I just waited. I'm like, okay, now I wait for the ladies to call me. Okay, so I went out on my first date, and I was nervous. It'd been 21 years, so I bought the little black dress. I don't know, I took a shower, maybe 2. I shaved all the parts, things that hadn't seen a razor in a very long time. And then I go to this restaurant, and I'm like, oh, there she is, she's at the bar. So I go to the bar, and it was so nice. She went, bartender. And I'm like, that's so nice, she's ordering me a drink. But then she looks me up and down, and she looks at the bartender, and she says, I'll have another scotch. It was her 4th. It did not go well at all. And I had other dates like that too, so I started thinking, what the hell kind of boxes did I check on this Match thing that I'm getting these crazy people? So I went back and looked one night, and apparently I had checked the box, searching for Satan, and the one below that, long walks on the beach with Satan. So, okay, well, and anyway, so I have my Sicilian fiance here in the audience, Stephanie Jones, because apparently she lost her Italian name in the divorce. Sorry, honey. How I met Stephanie. So I met her not on Match because I decided to quit cold turkey and go into a dating recovery program. But I met her, I was at a crowded restaurant one night, and she walks in with this girl, and there were no tables, so I let them sit down. So it turns out that she was on a first date with this woman, so we chatted and all, and then we had such a good time. She got my number. I'm like, okay, this is weird. She got my number, and then she kept asking me out on her dates. I went on 3 dates with them. I told my mom was like, you're going out with her and a date? She goes, that is weird. I'm like, yeah, Mom. I'm like, that's right, I'm gay and I don't have a lot of gay friends. It's okay. So we got to catch sunsets together. 3 three of us. We got to go to restaurants together, the three of us. Then she asked me out to Block Island. I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm in. It's like a Groupon for dating. But it turns out she told me that she was smitten when she met me, or something like that, right? That was the word. Yeah. The word you used, yeah. So anyway, so she broke up with the other girl, and it turns out that we're the perfect match. So give it up. But she is younger. So, yeah, she's a little younger, not that much younger. I don't know if I look that much older than her. She's a little bit younger, but so that means we're busy. That means a lot of sex. Sorry, oh shit, I forgot Stephanie's driving my parents home after this. That's gonna be awkward. No, but really, it takes a lot of grooming, so I'm thinking about either getting a personal manager or a maintenance program. But this time, when I go on Groupon, it's gonna be for probably a 2-for-1 Brazilian.